Hey everyone, how is everybody today? If you're made it to here today, then you you're in the right spot. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. And if you're new, then welcome. I gotta come up with some new things to say. Um, yeah, for those of you who don't know me, my name is John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. And yeah, wow. So what are we? We're on December 11th. Wow. Misery is optional. No one is forcing us to give up our misery. Basic text, page 29. It's funny to remember how reluctant we once were to surrender to recovery. We seemed to think we had wonderful, fulfilling lives as using addicts, and that giving up our drugs would be worse than serving a life sentence at hard labor. In reality, the opposite was true. Our lives were miserable, but we were afraid to trade that familiar misery for the uncertainties of recovery. It's possible to be miserable in recovery, too. Excuse me. Though it's not necessary, no one will force us to work the steps, go to meetings, or work with a sponsor. There is no NA militia that will force us to do the things that will free us from pain. But we do have a choice. We're already chosen to give up the misery of active addiction for the sanity of recovery. Now, if if we're ready to exchange today's misery for even greater peace, we have a means to do that if we really want to. Just for today, I don't have to be miserable unless I really want to be. Today, I will trade in my misery for the benefits of recovery. Amen to that. Yeah, I find that kind of interesting because, you know, I have a new life today by the graces of God and my recovery. And okay, I'm lonely and I'm isolated, but my life today is a lot better. I have things going for me today, and it's getting better every day. It is, and I'm losing my train of thought. But I'm finding though that you know, I'm finding other things to be miserable about. Well, I don't know if I should really say miserable, because I'm not really miserable, but you know, I do find sometimes little things that still upset me or piss me off. And, and considering it's just me and my cat, really, I don't have any reasons to get to be feeling this way. But there's little things, like the fact that, I still haven't slept well since I've been in recovery. My sleeping pattern totally sucks, and not once have I had a really good night's sleep since I've been in recovery, and about every second or third day, I'm just so tired. I just can't seem to function. And sure, I want to say it's no fault of my own, but at the same time, when I when I when I finally started recovery, I had this idea in my head that you know to have a better life and to be a better person, and and to try and have, I guess, I don't know, quote unquote, what would be considered a normal life is, going to bed at a regular time, waking up in the morning at a regular time, maybe start doing some, exercises to start your day, to get into, try and build some good routines for myself. And I initially started that when I was still in treatment, but, the end result was me hurting my rotator cuff and me not being able to put on a jacket or a shirt for 6 months. You know, and to better myself, and to still suffer. But of course, there's always a better, I have a better life today, and that's all because today I get to choose not to pick up. And so today, I choose not to pick up. And today, just for today, I choose to spend it with you. So, thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. And if nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you. And we'll see you again tomorrow. And yeah, December 11th today. I don't know if I mentioned the date. But yeah, so thanks, everybody. We'll see you real soon.